Hey y'all, how's it going? I am here to do a very special video, one that I have been working on for a couple of months. Not necessarily working on the video itself, just working on ideas and getting y'all's input into this video. I am here to say that it is finally time to do it. So, I'm gonna eat a Starburst and then we're gonna get started. I decided to take y'all's questions and your stereotypes, your assumings, things like that about Texas, and I'm going to tell you whether your stereotypes are true or untrue or halfway true or, you know, whatever. There were so many things that I found out while getting ready to make this video, so it's going to actually be more than one video because it would be super long if I didn't do it this way, and there's just so much out there that I may make a series out of it. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. So, welcome to part one of Texas stereotypes. So let's get started. I sent out a tweet and asked for people's stereotypes. And the first one I got was from the Fallen Drakes. They're an awesome band. Go check them out. Twitter, links below. That y'all say y'all a lot. We say y'all always. Like, I say y'all. I used to get made fun of when I would go visit other states for saying y'all. So yeah, we do. We say y'all. Now, my mother, on the other hand, she'll say you all. And she's from here, so I don't know why she says you all, but she does. Vanessa Lincoln says, it's even better when it's a large group because then it's all y'all. So yes, when it's more than one y'all or several y'alls, it becomes all y'all. Marnie Behan says, y'all, hard as nails, don't mess with them. Hardcore Republicans, everyone has a pickup truck and gun, and everyone has a cowboy hat. Okay, Marnie. I'd say we are pretty tough, hard as nails here, but most of us are really nice. Texans, we still have our manners, I should say most of us. You do not want to mess with our state. We are very, we love our state. And then there's always the people who are like, I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as fast as I could. Hardcore Republicans, I would say not. That is, maybe when it comes to like actual politicians, there's probably more Republicans. Everyone has a pickup truck. I have never owned a truck. You know what's funny though? If you look around, and maybe when I do the next part of the video, I'll try to show you, but in Texas, it seems like whenever you see someone driving a truck, if it's not a man, it's a little tiny Hispanic woman, like a little tiny one. And they call that short people syndrome or something like that. But yeah, it's always these little tiny Hispanic women and their giant trucks. It's crazy. And everyone has a cowboy hat. Okay, I went and looked everywhere for a cowboy hat. We do not own cowboy hats. I've never owned a cowboy hat in my life. My parents did not. They're from here. They're from Texas. They don't own a cowboy hat. I don't know anyone in my neighborhood that actually has one or wears one. You don't see them out on the street normally. Maybe if you go to the stockyards in Fort Worth, which is an hour from here, you might see them there. Or if you go to like a bar that is a country bar, then you will definitely see them there. But as far as just everyday, no, we do not have cowboy hats. I had to actually go and find one somewhere, so I went and found, there's ladies running outside. Hi ladies. This fake cowboy hat. It is not a real cowboy hat, it's like a costume, so yeah. This is me in a cowboy hat. See, most cowboy hats, the real ones, don't even have a string, so yeah. This is as much of a cowboy hat as most people around here are gonna have. Everything is big in Texas. Like big hair. Well, I do not have big hair. Had big hair back in the 1992, maybe, something like that. 1990, 89, something like that, when it was like in style everywhere. You know, the big bangs and the big hair. Yeah, that's the last time I had big hair. I don't have it now. Most people do not have big hair. You might see some like older ladies, maybe in their 50s, that still do the big hair. I think they're just confused. So everything is big in Texas. Well, you've seen my shirt. No, we do not have, you know, we don't all get boob jobs. Oh my God, what is going on with this hair? It's in my eyeball. My shirt, you know, if you're gonna wear this shirt, obviously you're trying to show off like something. Well, if you've seen any of my other videos where I'm talking about boobs, no, these aren't big. But, okay, so as far as everything else being big in Texas, we do have very big trees. Our houses are not, you know, jam-packed together, unless you're in one of the newer areas where they've, you know, recently built in the past 10 years or something like that. Like, you can get a lot more of a house for a lot less money. Like, I have a house and it's almost 2,000 square feet. It was less than $150,000. So you can get a lot more in Texas for a lot less money. Bigger, see, I don't even know what that means. Like, everything is bigger. What do y'all think that means? Everything's bigger in Texas. Lauren says, y'all don't have any stereotypes. Y'all. Melody Hawkins says, everyone wears cowboy hats, rides around on horses, and goes to rodeos all the time. Well, I've already covered the hats, but we do not ride horses. Maybe like way out in West Texas and like some of the maybe, you know, small like farming areas. They might still ride horses. You can find horses. You have to kind of travel like out. I will try on some of my other episodes of Texas Stereotypes to find you some horses. It's not gonna be easy. They're not just, you know, walking around outside. I live in a city where there's a city, and okay, and as far as rodeos go, there is one rodeo in the DFW area. DFW means Dallas-Fort Worth, which is huge, by the way. It's called the Mesquite Rodeo, and I have never been in my life. I'm in my 30s. I don't know if like any of my family members have been before. They may have. I don't know. Rodeos are really not like a thing we do around here. I guess people go. It's probably more like out of towners go to those things. I don't know. I don't like rodeos. You know, 'cause I'm like a vegetarian, animal lover type person, so I would never ever go to a rodeo because they're just horrible in my opinion. Micah Stubbs says, high school football and marching band, huge houses and pickup trucks. Yes, high school football is actually true. We have a huge high school football like fandom here. People love their football. Not me. I am a weirdo. I am not stereotypical when it comes to football. But yes, I do feel pride when my daughter's high school wins a game, you know. But yeah, people really freaking love their high school football here. It's crazy. Marching bands, I don't know. Not really. I mean, there is like this rivalry between these two schools, but I don't even remember what the schools are. Huge houses. Well, I told y'all how big my house is. It's pretty good size for not that much money. So, like, I was watching House Hunters one time, and they were talking about houses up in I don't know. I think it was LA or somewhere. The size of my house would be like $1 million or something. I'm like, what? No, I don't think so. And then when I went to Boston to visit my friend, she was telling me that the house she lives in was worth $700,000, and it was tiny. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I live in Texas because I can afford it. Adelaide Blas says, Big hair, blue eyeshadow, bright pink lips is still in. Haha. Lived there for years. My sister-in-law still has this look. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't wear blue eyeshadow ever. I mean, once when I was trying to like do something for Monsters Inc. But no, I always wear purple. So Yvonne says, at the local honky tonk, they put a chain link fence in front of the live band to protect them from all manner of projectiles, mainly beer bottles and miscellanea, depending on how much you approve or disapprove of the music, or depending on how much you imbibed or you just broke up with your sweetheart. I've never seen that happen. Does that happen? I don't go to honky tonks. Maybe that's what it is. I don't go where there's country music. I don't know about that one. But at a normal concert, that doesn't happen. Yvonne also says, women have big hair and we have JR in Dallas. We also say use and we're fixing to fix stuff. Anything in our way is around the corner, and we're all packing a rifle in our pickup trucks. We're all rich on black gold, and we each have a ranch with longhorn cattle, a huge Cadillac in the barn. We're a whole country populated on our own by exes. You can drive 5 hours and still be on someone's ranch. And yes, the best is that we have cowboys and Indians fighting it out on horseback with pistols and bows and arrows. And don't you know, we all love country music and boot scooting at the local honky tonk. And also, we eat rattlesnakes regularly and suck out the venom. That's a lot! Wow, let me back it up here and address some of the stuff that I haven't addressed yet. We have JR in Dallas. Yes, Dallas is a huge show, the old one. The new one's doing pretty well too. I remember I used to work in hotels, so they would ask me like questions about the show, Dallas, and I'm like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, because that was on in the 80s. Yes, probably most people in Texas do have a gun. We all have a ranch with longhorn cattle and a huge Cadillac. I do not know one single person that owns a Cadillac. And I do not own a ranch, and I do not have a longhorn cattle, and you can't actually find longhorn cattle unless you go way out into the country where they raise cattle and horses and cows and stuff like that. And I don't even know where I would find one of those. I would have to actually Google this, because there's not one anywhere around here. You can drive 5 hours and still be on someone's ranch. Almost, because Texas is huge. If you were to take the country of Ireland and put it inside of Texas, you could actually put 4 Irelands inside of Texas. So it is that big. So yes, if someone owns a huge piece of land, you could probably drive a really long time and still be on it. But not around here. Carlos Torcios, who I believe is from Guatemala, says barbecue trucks and what happens in El Paso stays in El Paso. I have never heard that before. El Paso is really far away from me. I've been there, but I've never heard that saying. So if someone has heard that saying, let me know. Barbecue, yes, people really do love their barbecue. That is not a lie. Now me, I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat it. And even when I was not a vegetarian, barbecue wasn't my favorite. So I really like, you know, fajitas and like Mexican type food. Not Tex-Mex, Mexican, okay? Tex-Mex is okay. It's a little different than Mexican. Scott Ken Martin says, big trucks, cowboy boots, and hats, southern accent. Yes, I have a southern accent. Although it is not as thick as some people would like it to be. Because like I said, when I used to work at the hotel, people would be like, where is your accent? And I would be like, what accent? I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I guess I have one, but it's not super duper strong. Maybe it's strong to you. But I would have people coming from like Korea and other places, and they were just like, why don't you sound like you're supposed to sound? And I would be like, what do you want me to do? Seriously. Country music, barbecue, line dancing, attractive women, and a hot, dry climate. Attractive women, you say? I'd say there are a lot of attractive women in Dallas. Yes, yes. I'm sorry, in Texas. Yeah. Oh, you're making me blush. Line dancing, like I said, if you like country music, then probably you go line dancing. However, everyone in Texas does not like country music. That is a huge stereotype. I have never, ever, 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 ever liked country music. With the exception, there is an exception in those evers, Garth Brooks. But I'm talking like old Garth Brooks. And it's only because my sister and my brother played it incessantly and it was just constantly on. So yes, I did like Garth Brooks, but do I own a Garth Brooks CD tape? I don't know. No, I probably never will. I do not choose to listen to country music. Most people around here listen to rock or pop or alternative, you know. I don't know. No. Country music, it's kind of like just a thing, you know, like, I don't know. It's kind of like something you get dressed up to do, you know, because like I said, people aren't just hanging around in their cowboy boots and their cowboy hats. I'm not saying nobody listens to it, because they do, there's people, but yeah, not so much. In a hot, dry climate, it's mostly hot and dry most of the time. Last year we didn't even have winter. We had like a few cold days, but then it wasn't winter anymore, and it was just like, I don't know what happened. Because 2 years before that, it snowed like 10 inches. So lately, it's been hot and dry. And then someone mentioned the Cowboys, as in the Dallas Cowboys. So people love their Cowboys. Not me, but people. I don't know what it is about these freaking Cowboys and their Tony Romos and whatever. It's just, yeah, I don't know. They get, like, my husband watches the game, and then he's like, yes, and he gets all excited, and then he's like, all I hear is him yelling, freaking Romo, or stupid Romo, or everything's about Romo these days, and this is all I was able to find in my house was an Emmitt Smith jersey. So yeah, I don't know, like, people just hang on to this thing that the Cowboys are gonna do so good one day, we're gonna go to the playoffs. It's gonna happen. It's been 10 years, 20 years. Oh my God, I think it's been 20 years or something crazy like that. Another stereotype is that we all have guitars. I'm not even holding it right. Like, why? This is so uncomfortable. And it's super out of tune. Basically, what had happened was we got one of these for my oldest daughter, I believe, back when Taylor Swift first came out, because she thought she wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and she never did. So we have a guitar just sitting around. Now, what's not a stereotype is this little guy. Isn't he adorable? I'm learning to play him. I think he's out of tune too, but let's see. Galway Girl, which is a Texas song sung about an Irish lady. So that is all for this week's Texas stereotypes. If you have some stereotypes that I have not mentioned, please leave it in the comments. And next week, watch as I take you all around the DFW area and you can see what Dallas really looks like. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe to my channel and like this video, and find me on Twitter and find me on Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and Reddit and whatever else is out there. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.